The Multiverse Revealed, Episode 2. Simulated worlds. Are we living in a code? If your life were a program, what would your source code say about the person you're becoming? If reality is a game with perfect graphics, are you the player or the character who suddenly suspects there's a controller in another room? Tonight we open the console. The simulation hypothesis proposes that what we call the universe is a computed environment running on a deeper substrate. In Brian Greene's framing, it's one of the possible multiverses, a realm where the laws of nature are rules in a program, matter is information, and space-time is the screen. If sufficiently advanced civilizations run vast numbers of lifelike simulations, then statistically, most conscious observers would find themselves inside one. That doesn't trivialize your life, it reframes it. Meaning would not vanish, it would migrate from matter to information, from substance to pattern. Think of your favorite childhood game save. The moment you finally beat the level, heart racing. Out there, if reality is code, your life could be a save file written with astonishing precision. But this run is the only one you can play.
1. What counts as a simulation?
A simulation is not necessarily a cartoon. It can be emulation, reproducing behavior so faithfully that every measurable output matches the original. Abstraction, reproducing only what matters for the story at hand. Substrate independence, the same pattern can live on different hardware, silicon, quantum matter, or something we can't yet name. Strong versions claim consciousness can arise from patterns alone, no special stuff required. Weak versions claim only appearances are simulated. Consciousness sits outside, looking in. Greene's point: if patterns are what physics truly tracks, then a universe as computation is at least conceivable.
2. Why anyone takes this seriously?
One persuasive path is a probability argument often associated with Nick Bostrom. Either 1. Almost no civilizations reach the capacity to run ancestor simulations. Or 2. Those that do mostly choose not to. Or 3. They do run them in huge numbers, making it likely we're inside one, not at the single rare base level. This isn't proof. It's a fork in logic. Greene places the simulation multiverse alongside others not as established fact, but as a live possibility born from information-centric physics.
3. Physics that rhymes with code, without overclaiming.
Information keeps showing up where we least expect it. There's a maximum speed for signals, c like a clock cycle limit. Quantum theory packages energy and action in discrete amounts, suggestive of pixels, though not evidence of a literal lattice. Black holes hint that information is fundamental, holographic bounds, entropy as area. Some modern approaches model space-time from entanglement patterns. Error-correcting code analogies appear in research. None of this proves we're rendered, but it's striking that the language of physics and the language of computation keep converging. Bits, entropy, algorithms, codes.
4. How would a simulated world look different?
If there were telltale signs, they might be subtle. Global resource caps, upper bounds on energy density, speed, precision, consistent with budgeted computation. Lattice artifacts, extremely high energy phenomena could, in principle, reveal a grain to space-time. Inconsistencies, bugs or anomalies, though experience says nature's bookkeeping is absurdly tight. The honest answer: we don't have a smoking gun. A good simulation would hide its scaffolding or make it indistinguishable from deep lore.
5. Ethics meaning and player vs character.
If patterns can feel, then simulated minds have moral weight. That means builders, if they exist, carry responsibilities. It also means your choices still matter. Whether the cosmos is carbon or code, your decisions propagate through the network of lives around you. Personal metaphor, waiting for a status bar to reach 100% while your computer decides your fate. Life sometimes feels like that. Events buffering, wheels spinning. In a simulated world or a physical one, what breaks the loading circle is a choice made in clarity.
6. Nested realities.
If someone can run one realistic world, they can run many, and minds inside might learn to run their own. Stack the levels: base, sim, sim of a sim. At each layer, meaning shifts from what it's made of to what it does. The ladder might be infinite, or it might stop abruptly at bedrock. Either way, your agency lives at the rung you're standing on.
Ancient premonitions.
Plato's cave. Shadows on the wall mistaken for the real. Liberation begins when one turns around to see the fire, then walks out into the sun. Maya in Vedanta, the shimmering veil of appearances. The world is lawful and meaningful, yet not ultimate. Gnostic demiurge, a lesser craftsman shaping a world that obscures a higher light. Hermetic logos, creation by word, number, ratio. Reality as intelligible code. Kabbalistic Sefer Yetzirah, the universe spoken into being with letters and numbers, sound arranged like software. These are not scientific claims, they are symbolic maps. Green's simulation multiverse is a modern mechanism that lands in an ancient landscape, a world that is real enough to matter but not the last word.
Where the idea struggles.
Unfalsifiability. If the simulator hides, how could we ever know? Response. Treat it as a conditional framework, not a finished theory. Look for constraints it implies, resource bounds, discreteness, and follow the data. Cost of consciousness. Simulating a mind with all its causal depth might be as expensive as simulating a whole universe. Response. Maybe there are shortcuts, or maybe that's a reason civilizations rarely do it. Motivation. Why would godlike engineers run ancestor dramas at scale? Curiosity, art, ethics training, archival history, or none of the above? This link is speculative. Anthropic sleight of hand. Probability arguments rely on priors we can't justify. Response, true, they should be handled with humility, not certainty. Bug hunting. I saw a glitch is not evidence. The world is noisy and our brains love patterns. Response, extraordinary claims need extraordinary statistics, not anecdotes. Infinite regress. Who simulates the simulators? At some point, the ladder must ground out or keep going forever. Neither option settles whether your life is meaningful now. The simulation hypothesis is not a belief to convert to. It's a lens that, used carefully, can sharpen questions about information, law, and mind.
Final thought.
Whether cosmos or code, we meet reality at the point of attention. The world becomes real where you decide to love, to learn, to act. That is the only permission a life ever needed. If you learned tomorrow that this is a simulation and knew it with certainty, what would you change by sunset?
Simulated worlds, are we living in a code?
If reality is code, then every choice you make writes the program of your life. The only question is, are you running on default or daring to rewrite the script? If this exploration spoke to you, support Positive Vortex. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to go further with us, click the thanks button or join the channel to sustain this journey into hidden knowledge.